Hello, it's Jackie here from St. Anna's Reiki. Hello, how are you? Hope I'm finding you well. So, we are recording this series on the chakras, and I'm really hoping that this is helping you in understanding them a little bit better. Maybe you are wanting to balance your chakras yourself, which you can absolutely do. You can do that with Reiki, with a Reiki treatment, or you can use so many other things. So we started with the root chakra. Go back and watch that if you missed that. And then last week or a couple of weeks ago, I did the sacral chakra. Now today I want to just talk to you about the solar plexus, a really important one, the solar plexus. So let's dive in and do that. So the third chakra, midpoint, completely midpoint. Sorry, I'm pointing and you can't see where my hands are. Let's go down a little bit. So just underneath your breastbone, really, middle, my microphone's in the way now, middle of your body, top of your tummy is your solar plexus. And this really is your power. I always say to people, this is your power. Don't let anybody steal your power. Because this is where our energy can leak from. This is where it can be stolen. So, you hear about people stealing your energy and how your energy can leak out. Well, it's true. It can leak out here. So a really good position to sit in is like this, with your hands like this. If ever you were feeling a little bit low in energy, if ever you were feeling a little bit undermined by anyone who you're with, and that you're just lacking in power and energy, put your hands here and retain that energy, because it could be leaking out of you without you even realizing it. We all have cords of energy. We have them from all over our bodies, but this is a really, really important one, almost like that umbilical cord that connected us to our mums. So to begin with, where is it? It's the midpoint. It is just below the breastbone. It's the top of your tummy, above your navel, your belly button. And a really easy place to target. So if you wanted to give yourself any Reiki, you could quite easily sit like this, couldn't you? No one would even know you're giving yourself a Reiki treatment, but you could be just like this. You could have your hands like this. And it's just the intention of filling yourself up here. It's just holding the intention of bringing all your breath and that white light that you're pulling in through your crown, and the power that you're pulling in from the root, from the ground below, and you're bringing it to this center point of your being. So what does it do? It's really, really important, this one. It's all about your self-worth. It's all about how you feel about yourself, your confidence, your vitality. It's everything we've talked about now, and whether you're actually doing it. So let me put the camera up because I'm getting some glare as usual. The root chakra is all about how you're feeling, about survival and security. The sacral chakra is all about your emotions. So now, on a day-to-day basis, how are you feeling? How is your self-worth in relationship to all this that's been going on? And if it's unbalanced at the solar plexus, if you've been told you've got an unbalanced solar plexus, or you've found out you have yourself, or you just know you have because you work with your chakras, you could just be feeling scattered, out of control, overwhelmed. Maybe you're having digestive problems, and you're having problems rearing up, and it's here. You might have low self-esteem, trouble sleeping, feeling a bit jittery. That is all a reflection of low, an unbalanced solar plexus. Likewise, if it's balanced, to get into a balanced place here, we're feeling that we exude confidence. Everything's okay. Maybe we look as though we've got it all together. We've got quite a nice humor going on. There's a sense of knowing, a sense of feeling safe and in control, coasting along and content. So that's really where we want to be with the solar plexus. The solar plexus is all about having that balance of ego, being in control. We don't want to be out of control with the ego, so we don't want to be overconfident. We don't want to be, if there's too much energy, often at the solar plexus, it could be that a person might be actually quite aggressive, might be quite egotistical. So they're the characteristics of an out of balance solar plexus. So what else is going on? Well, it relates to the fire energy. So remember, the chakras all relate to different elements. So we have the sort of feminine water going on with the root chakra. The earth chakra was the root chakra, and then the feminine water with the sacral chakra. Now the solar plexus is very fiery. It's very fiery. Like I said, you could flip to passive aggressive with the solar plexus. So if you want to invoke more energy at the solar plexus, let's bring about the fire energy. Let's go out into the sun. Let's feel the warmth of the sun on us. Let's just go out into nature and feel the energy. Maybe the yellows. It's very much a yellow golden, the roar of the lion, that yellow golden fiery energy. It's to do with our being in control with who we are. Yeah, it's not what we think we should be doing. It's that we are in a place of discernment. We totally know our own will. We totally understand our own belief system. We're not feeling as though we're just going along with what somebody else has told us. We're coming from a place of where we've totally understood all the options, and we've made the decision ourselves. So this solar plexus is really very to do with it's our second brain. You might have heard that the solar plexus. Let's think with our second brain, our gut instinct. A lot of sayings come about, don't they? And we know, we go with our gut instinct. And our body, if you think about it, our body is our antennae. Very much so. We need to really, really listen and trust our bodies more. So if you are at a junction in life, maybe you have a couple of decisions that you're throwing around, you don't know what to do, and no amount of thinking helps you understand all that, the mental, you just go round and round in a circle. Maybe listen to your body, listen to your gut instinct, and go with what feels right here. So yes, it's very much a mental chakra. It's where we find our focus and our clarity, and it's where we think, but without using our mind. Yeah, it's where we think, but we are doing it from a place of almost faith and trust. So having a complete understanding and a completely balanced chakra system does mean that you are totally in alignment, and you're totally in alignment with your true self. And when that is true, you are really open to feeling that you can understand what it is you need to do, because you literally just open yourself up, you ask the question out loud or to yourself, and you just feel the answer flowing in. You know, the answer might be coming through, down through the chakras, and you're downloading it almost. You might get that sense, but you might just have that sense that you are connected. You're connecting with a higher power, that you just simply are coasting along and you just know all the answers, that things are just revealing themselves. Life feels easier. And it might be that everybody around you is struggling, that the whole of the world seems to be falling apart, and your environment doesn't feel particularly safe. Maybe you're in the middle of a breakup, or you haven't particularly, to anyone else it might appear that things don't look great, but within you can have that. If your chakras are balanced, you can have that peace despite whatever is going on. And you can find that peace in times of war, in times of unrest, wherever you are. So having your chakras balanced is well, really, it is the secret to wholeness. And one of the words that rings true for the solar plexus is the word transformation. You literally can transform your life if your solar plexus is in a good place. Okay, so what else do we need to say? How can you balance your solar plexus yourself? Well, obviously, I've talked about Reiki. Yes, we can put our hands here and we can ask for balance. And by that, I mean we just literally go to do a Reiki treatment and we ask that this area is aligned. If you're not tuned to Reiki, you just use your own, everybody has their own power. You don't need to have learned Reiki. We can all tap into the higher power, but you just need to maybe spend more time really focusing on really making sure that you're not giving away too much of your power. So you need to make sure you're constantly recharging yourself. So we all have a certain amount of energy. We all have a certain amount of energy, don't we, before we feel depleted. And that's why we have to rest and have naps and have a sleep every night, because we need to recharge ourselves. Maybe we just need to have a meal or have another drink, and then we feel totally charged. But yeah, Reiki definitely is a way where we can give ourselves a boost. And it really does maintain us for longer periods, because we're not giving away of our own energy. So color is a fantastic way of balancing ourselves. Use the color yellow. You can use, I always say, you can be drawn to crystals. Crystals will help you. And again, you can use crystals like calcite, tiger's eye, all sorts of beautiful crystals there are. I just picked a few here. What are there? There's citrine, I've written down, sunstone, jasper. But I always say whatever you're drawn to, and you can be holding them. And the way to use crystals, I mean, I don't profess to be a crystal expert at all, but I do use crystals a lot with my work and for my own personal self, is that I just use their own energy that they are aligned to, because they have all the power within them. But I use them alongside Reiki, and I enclose them in my hands, and I fill them up and I charge them with Reiki, and then I might hold them in the point that I want to feel totally charging me, and then I feel that it's even more powerful. And then I will talk to the crystal and I will ask it for its help. So I will ask this crystal if it would help me. And you've really, really got to focus and ask for what it is you want. This is so true with everything, whether you're using affirmations, whether you're using Reiki, whether you're manifesting. Use crystals, but really, really be very focused. whether you want to just say an affirmation or just ask it a question. Otherwise, it doesn't know how to help you. Oils, obviously essential oils, like I've been saying in this series, they can stimulate us. They can get the energy flowing to a higher degree. So if you need the sensory scent, then definitely call upon some oils. Bergamot and ginger come to mind. Ylang ylang again, I would suggest here. Quite pungent, fiery smelling scents. And digestion, obviously this is an area that really associates highly with digestion. So think about what you're eating. Make sure you're eating the colourful foods of yellow and gold, and the foods that are in alignment with that color, and fiery foods. So foods that are in alignment with the solar plexus color of yellow. Color, scent, crystals, Reiki, oils, affirmations, positivity, visualization, getting out. I said, didn't I? Using the sun, feeling the power of the sun, because the sun is the life force energy, and that probably will actually, you'll probably be able to feel that working on the solar plexus and filling you up. We have total free will in our lives. Absolutely, we have total free will. So do make sure that you are always, when you're meditating, when you're doing your Reiki, make sure that you are in alignment with yourself. That's what working with the chakras are all about. They are coming back to who you are. And by this, I mean on a daily basis. Yeah, because life is short, and the years as you get older just fly by. So make sure on a daily basis you are in alignment with your true self. And you can only do that by going within and being quiet and sitting in the stillness. And whether you're doing that with yoga, with meditation, with the breath, find that quietness and tune in and listen to this area. Put your hand here and listen to what's going on. Does a feeling come about? A color come about? Maybe you need to balance this by putting your hand elsewhere. This area, the solar plexus, speaks very in tandem with the heart chakra. All that we're doing on a daily basis, and all the feelings we have here and that are stored here are very earth-bound. They rise up into the heart chakra, and then they become how we feel and give love, and how loving we are to ourselves. So yes, just spend time being quiet, but really, more than anything, just sit quietly and give yourself Reiki. And that means just taking some nice deep breaths and putting all your concentration into this area here, which is just above your navel, just below your breastbone, and breathe down into this place and send this place color, light, love, yellow, strength, and listen to what it's saying. Maybe a memory, maybe words, maybe visual symbols, or maybe something comes along. So grab a notebook and just jot down whatever comes up. But your body is speaking to you always. It does so in dreams, but it does so when you have when you have a moment, just spending your time doing your Reiki, doing your healing. I think that's it. I think, where is it? What can I do to help myself? What does it feel like to be unbalanced or balanced? How can I balance myself? Yeah, so it's very much to do with intelligence. This part is very much to do with knowing who you are and what everyone around you is telling you. So it's really about discernment. Is understanding who you are, what is your truth, and really aligning yourself to that every day. And we really do need to do that every day, especially now, because we're being bombarded by social media and by the unrest of the environment at the moment. So it really is a time to go within, and the solar plexus really needs to be charged constantly at the moment. Don't let your energy to be depleted by other people. If you feel as though you're suddenly being literally pulled of energy, and just you feel like you're flat on the floor, know that it could be that you've allowed your energy to be taken. And that's no fault of your own. This happens without you knowing it. But you can fill yourself up. You can go and have a bath. You can go and have a shower. You can bring yourself back to alignment by just doing all that we just said. Just sitting and feeling the warmth of the sun. Just visualizing a flame or a candle. Breathing the energy of that warmth, that colouring, using your crystals, talking to them, using an affirmation. I allow myself to transform towards my full potential. That's an affirmation that I just wrote down briefly there. I've got more affirmations all over. I live my life with divine will and purpose. I allow myself to transform towards my full potential. Anything like that. Anything where you can come back into your alignment. So yes, doing that on a day-to-day basis and making sure, checking in, that you haven't allowed yourself to get out, because you only need a couple of weeks of allowing your solar plexus to get a little bit too large, or a little bit smaller again, contracting, or maybe even getting blocked. And you're going to notice it within your body. You're not going to feel quite yourself, and you might start feeling discomfort and physical problems. So yeah, please do this at the moment. The way there's so much noise going on at the moment here with the planet, with the weather, with social media. I think really the solar plexus needs a lot of our attention at the moment. So yeah, give your solar plexus some attention every day at the moment, whether it's with Reiki, exercise, or using any of these techniques. I hope that's helped. Please like this video, share this video, comment if you would like to. That's brilliant. And ask me any questions, and I will be talking about the next chakra in the series, which is the heart chakra, in the next video. So I look forward to seeing you then. Love to you. Bye for now.